This next young man, he works clubs and colleges all over the East Coast. You absolutely adore him. Mr. John Barrett, everybody. John Barrett!
Hi, so I'm a Catholic. Yes, give it up. Not before marriage. And as a Catholic, I'm privy to all of the thoughts, feelings, and actions of Pope Benedict XVI. And I don't know, recently he said that the internet in general, and Facebook in particular, were bad, but should be used by the church for the greater good. So they set up a Facebook account for him. He's a little behind on his memes. For his favorite music, he lists everything but country. His relationship status is it's complicated with the entire body of Christ's church. And he doesn't list a religious preference, which begs the question, is the Pope Catholic? And he has a real nasty habit of untagging himself in childhood photos. So I've been thinking a lot recently about the baseball metaphor, for sex, the bases, all that. And I've heard people complain that it oversimplifies like human sexuality. To which I have to say, have you ever seen a game of baseball? It breaks down to a game of 9-on-1, and I'm not sure about anyone here, but I find it's very rare that sex breaks down to those numbers. And also there are just like things in baseball that there aren't like analogies for in sex, like what's a ground rule double, or the infield fly rule, and what's Major League Sex's stance on instant replay for strikes and balls. I've noticed lately that I've developed this really weird habit of like, if something is unfair or someone's being mean to me, of saying, well, you're worse than Hitler. I think that that's like a little bit insensitive of me, especially when the person isn't being that much worse than Hitler. And so I've developed like a new thing that I say that I think is a little less insensitive. If someone's being mean or unfair, I'll say, you're less better than Hitler than Hurricane Katrina. So I don't know who here is interested in the reproductive habits of ducks? Yes. I don't know, the species I'm thinking of in particular is the mallard. And every year, they pair off, males and females, and at the end of that, there's like a lot of male ducks left and a few female ducks left. That's about 3-to-1, that's the ratio. So 3 male ducks will pick a female duck and pester her to the point of exhaustion, at which point they will each take their turns having their way with her. To like ameliorate this, the female ducks evolved a false vagina on either side of her real vagina. And her real vagina has become this very intricate set of like corkscrews and false paths and weird endings, and it's very complex and labyrinthian. And a few sperm make it to the end, and those that do have to battle a minotaur. And it's interesting because when you think of the rapist of the animal kingdom, you don't think of a duck. You think of the Indonesian rape monkey. But that's a misconception because the Indonesian rape monkey is a caring and gentle lover. And not to harp too much on animal reproduction. But dolphins, much like humans, often have sex for pleasure and have actually been known to proposition humans for sex. The male dolphin will be more forward about it. He'll swim up to you and wrap his 10 to 14 inch prehensile penis around your wrist like a 10 to 14 inch prehensile slap bracelet. And if you wish to reciprocate, which I can neither condemn nor condone, just be aware that the dolphin tends to ejaculate with the force of so much dolphingism coming out of a cannon, a 10 to 14 inch prehensile cannon. But he offers a subtle warning before he's about to finish, and it's very subtle. You have to look out for it. He will arch his back, pull back his flippers, look you dead in the eye, and say, "I'm gonna fucking come!" Thank you.
Mr. John Barrett, winner of the Emerson College Comedy Scholarship. Fantastic.